Poetic Flakko, man. Come on in so we could talk about this topic. As y'all come in, do me a favor, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. It does help me out tremendously. Y'all subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Come on in, just waiting. What's going down? What's going down? Do me a favor, hit that like button for me. Just waiting to see how many people gonna join the live and then I'm talk about it. I don't know what you mean by that. Appreciate it. What's going down, y'all? Listen, y'all hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you like. I just wanted to talk about this before I get ready to go to work. What's going down? Listen, what's up? What's up? Listen, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Appreciate the likes. I feel like this whole poetic Flacco and um these allegations and stuff he be putting on people or whatever like that, bro, or whatever the case may be. Um I think poetic Flacco is falling into some traps. You know what I mean? He's not too street smart. He ain't from the streets. He ain't from none of that. You know what I mean? He's falling in a few traps, to be honest with y'all. You know, uh, I don't know who's sending him off like this. Me personally, I don't know who's sending him off like this, talking about the things he doing and saying he ain't gonna stop and all this stuff. And to each his own. To each his own. If that's what you want to be a crash out, it is what it is. But um I would say move smart. I was watching the Compton Rick Rock video. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock, one of my favorite content creators, reaction, YouTubers out there. You know what I mean? Shout out to Compton Rick Rock. If y'all don't know who he is, go check that brother out. Um, Very, very dope. Um, it just seemed like he falling into the traps, man, and he playing into whoever telling him to do this or whoever being his advisor or mentor in this content space, telling him to talk about certain things and react to certain things and stuff like that, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna say this, and this is just how I personally feel about the whole situation, right? Um, if you if you don't, how can I say this, right? If you don't if you're not from the streets and not from understand because you wasn't around it, you don't necessarily have to be from it, but being around it your whole life or whatever, you're not gonna understand what's happening. You know what I mean? um I will say I will advise Poetic Flacco to stop talking about a lot of stuff. This ain't no hate, this is all with love. Um everybody's not on the internet, bro. All them gang bangers you talking about, bro, they see that stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Whether they want to see it or they homies showing them, Everybody's not on the internet. That's the thing that a lot of these content creators got to understand. What's up, y'all? What's up? Appreciate the likes. Everybody not on the internet and everybody not playing. And everybody's not in their right state of mind too. And that's what I would tell Poetic Flacco, bro. Like it ain't about because I can see that he's getting comfortable, but he should be highly uncomfortable. He should be highly uncomfortable because it seems like you're looking at it from the content space where it's like, man, I'm looking at these dudes like that dudes on the internet, Munchie B and whoever else, you know what I mean? Not taking away from none of them because I don't know their background personally. I don't know where they come from. You know, I know they from Compton, whatever like that. They Bloods, Crips, all that. But bro, it's people out there that's not on the internet that's not playing. You know what I mean? And you mentioning people names and stuff like that, bro. It just don't make sense to me. You know, it's not. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, I don't understand where is Poetic Flacco angle because I want to live my life comfortably. You know what I mean? And just watching Compton Rick Rock reaction on the stuff Compton Rick Rock don't say nothing and make narratives up like that. He don't be on none of that. He just be reacting to these fools. And the laughter and the facial expressions he was making told me a lot. Like, bro, you like I say, bro, everybody I can only tell this man, I will only if he got whoever around Poetic Flacco, bro, and if you got real love and respect for this dude, for real, like advise this man to slow down on that. Like real talk, bro. Advise this brother to slow down on that, bro. Because not everybody on the internet and not everybody playing, bro. And you get the wrong person, the right person, but the wrong person that sees this stuff, that's willing to crash out behind the blocks and the names and their set, regardless of Munchie B and whoever else, bro. They're gonna do that, bro. They gonna do that, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not that deep. It's not that deep, bro. To try to prove a point, you the best podcaster or journalist or whatever like that, bro. It's not that deep, bro, because you're gonna be highly uncomfortable at some point, bro. And they're gonna try to make an example of you, dude. You think it's a game, bro. Like I feel like this brother Poetic Flacco think it's a game, bro, because he's addressing Munchie B and other people that's on the internet. We talking about people that's on the internet that know that got common sense a little bit. Not everybody. Not everybody, but a little bit. You know what I mean? Some of the people that got common sense on the internet, bro, they not gonna do nothing to you. It be the ones that's outside of the internet that can do something to you, bro. You know what I mean? And I think he getting a little too comfortable with playing with people's sets, and them dudes take that stuff serious, bro. There's dudes out there that take that stuff serious and that's not in the in their right state of mind. And they don't play about behind that stuff you talking about, Mr. Poetic Flacco. Because when you addressing certain things, I feel like when Poetic Flacco addressing certain things, bro, he's addressing the ones that's on the internet, not the ones that's outside the internet. Because that's the first thing a content creator gonna say when they get caught. You know what I mean? When they get caught by the real deal, the first thing they start to say is, "Oh, I wasn't talking about shit, the whole set. I was talking about half of the set. I was talking about Munchie B. I was talking about such and such. Whoever you admit, or whoever you actually had the wavos to talk about, whatever you want to call it. That's who you gonna say you was talking about. But somebody gonna say, nah, bro, you was talking about him. You said the set, all this. I'm about to crash out on you." They're gonna make an example out of you, and it seems like whoever mentoring you, whoever giving you the advice or saying like, man, these internet dudes, I don't know if it's whack 100 or whoever it is, bro. They're sending you on a blank mission to be the first real life crash out online. And we ain't talking about the people that come online and crash out. I'm saying like one of the first podcaster that really crash out talking about these dudes, bro. God forbid they make an example out of this man. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? Cause I feel like he think it's a game. I feel like he Poetic Flacco think it's a game until somebody that's not on the internet run into him. And then he gonna start backtracking and all that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't put yourself in that position, bro. You gonna get yourself in some shit you can't get out of. You gonna get himself in some stuff. Yeah, gang. I'm just saying, bro. Like a lot of people don't stay because I think a lot of people don't like to hear this or whatever the case may be, bro. But I ain't everything I say, bro, on this platform is nothing to try to tear nobody down, bro. You know what I mean? Cause I come from that. I don't represent that because I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not on that. I'm a civilian. I'm a good guy. Okay. But I know what that is and I know what it look like. And I know there are people out here that don't be playing for real. See, I could be around the wolves. I could be in the lion's den and be straight. Walk through that walk out untouched because I know my place and I know how to move. A lot of these dudes trying to crash out for the sake of content or try to prove a point to nobody really. Because a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people watch that type of content, not that they not I ain't saying everybody, but majority of them watching it to watch and see if something happened to you. See, you're putting yourself in a trick bag, bro, for the sake of content. You best off talking about the high. Yeah, oh, man. Sorry to hear that. But a lot of these brothers out here crashing out for the sake of content, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not that deep. It's not, bro. I'm gonna keep saying it, bro, until somebody understand, bro. I'm not your enemy, bro. If I'm talking about you, it's because I see what you're trying to do, and I really care for people, bro. Rather, I don't have to know somebody to care for people. You know what I mean? Like, like I said, it's easy to come out here on this platform and crash out, and people watch it because they love to see the crash outs. It's hard to come on here to stand on there and be like, "Hey, bro, probably not the best move," and pray and hope that one of these brothers hear you. That's what I'm about, bro. I don't, you know what I mean? It ain't about being overly sensitive or none of that because, bro, I really, I really don't care. Like for real, like I'm really behind the youth hearing this and thinking that it's okay because a grown man gonna do what a grown man do. But there's nothing wrong with advising somebody to maybe do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm on. That's the type of time I'm on because I'm not your enemy. I'm your friend, if anything. I ain't trying to snake you and take nothing from you or lead you into the wrong direction. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, hey, bro, maybe you should move differently. Maybe you should think about it before you, whatever you trying to do, maybe you should, you know what I mean? Think about it in a different way because maybe, you know, that's not the smartest move, you know, and a lot of these brothers be having ego trips and stuff and their ego get bigger. I could, like I said, bro, I can tell that Poetic Flacco ego getting a little too big, bro. I could tell, bro. And I don't want to see that brother work. He worked so hard to be in a position to end up not in that position no more because he let his ego take control. And that's what a lot of these brothers do. They allow their ego to take control of their narrative that they tried to create and go into a whole different direction, bro. Because you want to be Mister Top Notch man, talking about some stuff that you know it's not that deep, bro. Leave that to the police. Leave that to whoever you know got their hands in that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's like at the end of the day, this internet stuff gonna be here. It ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? You got your name up. You could talk about million and one different things, and yet you want to keep focusing on these game bangers. That's but not understanding that you talking about the ones that's on the internet. What about the ones that's not on the internet? What y'all think about Poetic Flacco, man? We got 10 people in the chat. Appreciate it. Y'all tapping in. What y'all think about Poetic Flacco with this narrative he trying to paint like with Draco the ruler and Munchie B? Y'all think it's cool? Y'all think it's gonna be consequences behind it, or y'all think it's just gonna be on the internet and he should keep on doing it? What y'all think about it, man? Let's talk about it. Because I feel like personally, like I said, bro, I feel like whoever mentoring him sending him in the wrong direction. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? This ain't coming from no malice point of view or none of that, bro. Cause like I said, y'all, whoever been tapped in with me, y'all see Derek doing the same thing Derek been doing since he got on this motherfucker. What that tell you? I know who I am. I know who I am. Do they know who they are? Big difference. Because I feel like I said, a lot of these dudes get in position and lose sight of the goal and the narrative that had them start doing what they was doing in the first place. But the fame and the money got a hold to up here, and now they think they can say and do every. You could see the arrogant cockiness on him, and I hate that for that brother. I hate it for him. I'm glad that he winning financially, but I hate that. I hate that because once you get that, and listen, if y'all tapped in with me, if I ever reach that point, I would want y'all to come. If y'all support me, I would want y'all to say, Derek, you tripping. Straight up. If y'all rock with me and we won, I want y'all to come on this joint and be like, Derek, you tripping, bro. Like you ego tripping right now. You need to check yourself. Because, bro, it's not because I never want to get to that point, y'all. I never want to get to that point where I'm tripping like that and because I'm getting a couple dollars. And I feel like a lot of these brothers don't got those type of people around them and their family. It be your family that's around you. Even if you ain't even part of the popular group or the popular crowd, it can be your family that's around you that don't say nothing to you because they're afraid if they say something to you, something gonna be taken away from them. Don't do me like that, bro. You know what I mean? And like I said, Poetic Flacco, man, look, I don't know this brother from a can of paint, so I can't paint a picture or a narrative on him or none of that. You know what I mean? Do I disagree with a lot of stuff he do? Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna speak on it every time, but I think he just doing. I think he just going in the wrong direction, bro. I think Poetic Flocka going in the wrong direction, and I think one of the real members that's not on this internet that don't really care about this internet, God forbid, get a hold to what he be saying, it's gonna be nasty work for the brother. You know what I mean? It's gonna be nasty, nasty, nasty work. And ain't gonna be no turning back from it, bro. It ain't gonna be no turning back from it, bro. I'd rather somebody dislike what I'm saying. I'd rather you dislike what I'm saying because I'm saying something that you don't want to hear, as far as telling you, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. Think about it before you do that, versus you disliking me for from creating a false narrative on your name because you liable to crash out, or somebody around you or somebody that's not around you is liable to crash out. You know what I mean? And it ain't got nothing to do with being scared, afraid, or none of that, bro. You know, because I feel like a man gonna stand on what a man stands on, and what I feel like personally, what a man should stand on is integrity, his integrity. You know what I mean? I also believe you can't expect to receive any respect from anyone if you're not pushing that, giving that out, bro. This dude is putting himself in some stuff, bro, and everybody just watching it happen. What people gonna say when it happens? God forbid, but what people gonna say when Poetic Flacco meet his demise or whatever? What people gonna say if something like that happened to their brother? Dang. What you gonna say? Ain't nobody saying nothing. The people that's around him for real ain't saying nothing. They can't be, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no way in heck, because I understand the power of repeating things over and over again. And if I was close to him and I called myself his friend or whatever, I will repeat that shit to him 100 times until he get tired of hearing me. But I bet you, anytime he catches himself about to do something crazy, that'll save somebody's life. That'll save somebody's life, bro. We don't got people out here that care enough, bro. They don't care. People don't care about they don't care about you. They don't. They don't. They don't. They care about what you can do for them. So they care about. They care about you keep on doing what you doing, whether you crashing out or not. Because man, you helping me out and you. We both in a good position. That's all people care about, bro. They don't care about, hey, bro, you probably should calm that down. Cause I'm that friend. I'm that guy to be like, if you want me to, cause I give people options, right? I say, hey, don't ask me nothing if you don't want the truth. You know what I mean? Do you want me to tell you the truth? Do you want me to be honest with you? Or you want me to lie to you? Because I can lie to you and tell you what everybody else saying, or I can tell you the truth. That's the type of friend I am. Hey D, tell me the truth. The truth is you're tripping, my dude. Nigga, you tripping. The truth is, find something else. Let's find something else that's kind of in that lane, but not in that lane. That's the truth. Not, hey, bro, keep on doing it, bro. If it's working, hey, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. All that crash out shit people be saying. It's broken. You just ain't found out that it's broken yet, Mr. Poetic Flakko. Don't put yourself in the trick bag, bro. Anybody who close to him, if you on here and you listen to me, somebody talk to that brother because I don't want nothing to happen to him. You know what I mean? I don't know the brother from a can of paint, but I don't dislike the brother because I wouldn't watch his content if I did. You lying if you saying you watch him, but you don't like him. You lying, bro. I don't want to see nothing happen to nobody, bro. I understand people that's not realistic or whatever people try to say, bro. I genuinely care about people, and I don't have to know you. So if I'm yelling or you see me screaming on the video or on the short, that's because I'm passionate about what I'm saying and I'm trying to deliver the message, passions, like with all passion, showing, displaying, and trying to get to somebody, the right people who can maybe give it to that person or maybe they some happen, I don't know, by the grace of God, fall into their hands. That's all I be trying to do, bro. That's it, bro. That's it. Listen, man, if you like the type of content that I'm bringing, please do subscribe. If not, hey, either way, I'm still gonna be doing this, until God say, "Hey, it's my turn to get a little shiny shine." But listen, man, I don't, I want everybody to understand, man. If you're new to the channel, I want you to clearly understand that I will never create narratives on this channel. I merely just try to tear them down. And if I ever say something out of place, don't be afraid to DM me on my IG at Derek. And listen, y'all, my goal on Facebook to go live if y'all can, if y'all are willing to support me for real. Go on my Facebook, Derek. Follow me. I'm trying to get to like 100 people over there. I'm at like 52. Shout out to the ones that came on there. We almost there, baby. But I'm trying to get like 100 followers on Facebook. So just type in Derek. You'll see my page. Tap in with me on IG. Think I need like 1,000 people over there or something like that. I'm at like 600 or 500 or something. So I'm almost there. So tap in with me on IG, Derek. You know what I mean? You can talk to me, whatever. I am going to start off doing reaction videos, as far as music reaction videos on this channel. That's how I started. So I'm gonna go back to that, deliver some more, fun content, and maybe you will hear something you like. Um, just trying to support the up and coming artists out there. You never know who will hear you. So, I'm rocking with it. You know what I mean? I'm setting that up right now. It's gonna be back on this channel. I did have another channel for it, but I feel like nah, I got enough eyes and ears on this one. So we're gonna keep rocking with this one and until you all trust me and believe in who I am and who I say I am. You know what I mean? I understand it ain't gonna be easy. Anybody trying to be in this content space, it's not gonna happen overnight, bro. And I understood that when I made this channel. You know what I mean? And I believe in, you know, put out good, good may come to you. Well, it is gonna come to you. Ain't may gonna come to you. But listen, man, if you're new to the channel, like I said, I go by the name of So Derek. Derek. I'm about to go and fix my smoothie. I've been on my little health journey stuff. So if y'all want me to put that on here too, I don't know if y'all into that or just the podcast thing. I'm gonna keep doing this anyways. But I'm trying to lose some more weight. I lost a lot of weight. I used to be like 346 pounds. I'm now at like, if I'm not mistaken, like 280, 288. So I got a long way to go. Um, so I've been doing that. Listen, I'm gonna start posting that. I see Compton Rick Rock been on his health journey thing. So I'm trying to be on that too. You know what I mean? I like that brother content. I think he got a big brother, big homie. He got a page for it. Go check out his stuff. Go subscribe to Compton Rick Rock, man. I rock with him. He funny as shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He say a lot of stuff I won't say. Not because I'm afraid. It's just because I ain't that type of guy. But he funny. I like it. You know what I mean? So go check out that brother too. Yeah, man, I'm just a normal dude, man. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make my mama proud and my family proud, man. That's it. That's all I'm on here trying to do. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? I understand that the mission is bigger than me, and hopefully you understand that it's bigger than you. And listen, man, I'm gonna stop talking, but listen, appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna say this no matter where I go, what platform you may see me on, I gotta say it before I leave because I understand the power and how important it is. 'Cause we don't hear it enough, whether you're a brother or sister or whatever you like to consider yourself. You know what I mean? We all need to hear this in the world. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. But if nobody told you today, I want to be the first one to tell you is that I love you and you have a nice day, night, morning, whenever you may see this, whatever time zone you may be in.